Hello, my name is Susanne Webb, and I work at South County Library, and I'm going to tell you an old Irish folk tale called The King of the Cats. Now let's all warm our hands around the fire. One evening, around midnight, Sean was on his way home from town. The moon was shining. His path would take him by the graveyard. As he was walking home, he came upon a very, very strange sight. There was a procession of 8 large black cats, all walking upright on their hind legs, and they carried on their shoulders a small coffin, and draped across that coffin was a large velvet black covering, and embroidered on the side of that covering was a gold crown. Now, following those 8 cats, there was a 9th cat who was also walking upright, but he bowed his head as if in mourning. And on every 3rd step, the cats would pause, and there would be a very mournful meow. Now the procession continued toward the graveyard, and Sean continued to follow, but he hid himself in the shadows so as not to be seen. So he was startled when the 9th cat raised his head and looked directly at him and said in a high-pitched voice, "Tell old Tom Tiburon that the king of the cats is dead." And then he lowered his head and continued to follow the procession. Now, when the 9th cat had passed through the graveyard gate, Sean turned and ran home. He ran so fast that he almost burst through the front door, and he scared his wife, who was sitting by the fire, petting their own cat. "Sean," she said, "what's wrong? Why are you so upset? What have you seen?" And then he proceeded to tell the story of the strange procession he had seen. And then he talked about how the 9th cat had turned and spoken to him. And then he repeated those words that the 9th cat had said. "Tell old Tom Tiburon that the king of the cats is dead." And as soon as he said that, their own cat stood up on its hind legs, puffed out its fur, and said, "Old Tom Tiburon dead? Then I am the king of the cats." And with that, he raced up the chimney and was never seen again. The end. Thank you.